How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Ethereal Enigma. I'm just tired. This week's already wringing me like dry. I need a break. I need a chance to breathe, laugh, have a good time. It's just what I wanted. Oh, hang on. I forgot to do the configure thing again. It's so easy to forget. There, it's so much nicer now. So, I needed to come to something relaxing, something fun. I'm really looking forward to this. I might sound almost a little psychotic and deranged based on just how I'm feeling, and that's okay. Just life's gotten stressful. There's a lot going on, but it's good stuff. It's just a lot. So come relax with me. Let's enjoy ourselves together. Last time we officially kicked off our relationship with Kira, which was awesome. It was super cute, super sweet. And now we're having family day, so I'm sure this will be just full of lots of fun adventures too. But I'm also anticipating that we're going to start seeing like the beginning of the end, because I think we're in the final part of this story. So I bet you something interesting is going to go down at this family event. But with Erilynn, you know, wanting to figure out how to get home, I'm curious to see how it's all going to play out. I also wonder, like, it's probably a lot more dramatic if you end up being in a relationship with Erilynn and then like whatever's gonna happen happens. So we'll see if it has as much of an impact, but I don't know. Let's just jump in. Hopefully we can have a lot of fun, good laughs, and just enjoy ourselves. So kick back, relax, and let's enjoy. Aunt Emiko, Uncle Hajime sit on one side of the room while Mina and Erilynn settle on the other. Denna is curled up in a small ball at Erilynn's feet. As I sit down, I see the front room is already set up for our very first game. Draw it.
That's right, but family style.
Interesting. What does that mean?
Excuse me, but how do you play this game Draw It?
It's easy. Basically, one person will randomly choose a word or phrase from the pile of cards, and they have to draw what it is while their team guesses. If they guess correctly, then they win a point.
That sounds intriguing.
It's fun.
What will the teams be?
No teams. We're playing it family style.
Still no word of what that means, but okay. Uncle Hajime pumps a fist, grinning broadly while Aunt Emiko nods. No teams. How does that work?
Everyone has the opportunity to guess the drawing no matter who's drawing it.
So we're competing against each other?
Oh no, nothing like that! We'll be one big team.
So it's just for the fun part, you know, just to guess each other's drawings, which is fine. Like, you don't have to have super competitiveness in order to play a game. But then there's no one else to play against?
Oh my gosh, cuz, don't think about it so much. Let's just play.
Yes, let's begin.
I still don't get it, but I might as well go with the flow. Mina shoots up from her seat.
Ooh, I wanna go first.
Oh yeah.
Sure, honey, go ahead.
Okay.
She pulls a card from the pile and starts laughing. What? What's so funny?
I just can't believe how perfect this card is. Here we go.
She picks up the marker and her hand flies across the page.
Dog.
No.
Cat.
No.
Wolf.
Dad, let me finish.
She shakes her head, still drawing.
Cow.
Horse!
Yeah.
Mina motions for Aunt Emiko to continue.
Oh, it's a horse.
Horse and buggy? Aunt Emiko and Uncle Hajime stare blankly. Mina adds onto the sketch by repeatedly drawing a bunch of lines coming out of the horse. Wait. Lines coming out of a horse? Horse neigh? Maybe neighing? Horse jumping, dead horse, fleas. I have no idea. Fleas! Oh, I know, fleas!
What?
Mina stares at me and then points to the horse.
How does that look like a flea?
No, not that part. The jumping lines, like fleas jumping off the horse.
Ooh, interesting. I didn't think of that.
Huh. That kind of makes sense in a weird way. But no, that's not it.
Oh, is it a rocking horse?
No.
Denna joins in on the excitement and barks a guess, wagging her tail. Mina shakes her head.
Nope.
Denna whines, lowering her head in disappointment. What's with these dogs being like sentient? Erilynn has been suspiciously quiet this whole time, studying the picture. Suddenly she stands up, a confident smile on her lips.
Get off your high horse.
Yes!
Ah, it was a phrase. Mina screams in excitement and jumps up and down.
You got it!
What? Erilynn, how do you even know that?
I do believe a certain someone may have used that phrase before.
Did we?
Yeah, I totally thought you'd get it, cuz.
I meant from the drawing.
Oh, it's quite straightforward. The lines are traveling in an arc from the horse's back down towards the ground, as in someone getting off a horse.
Interesting. Kind of, like, I can see why it's so vague, but it's nice that she picked up on it. Or she could have drawn a person getting off a horse.
I didn't need to. It was totally obvious.
I'm not so sure about that.
Now that you've explained it, I guess I see it.
Mm-hmm, me too.
See?
I don't think I'm gonna win this one.
Well, that was an energetic first round. Who wants to go next?
I would. I understand how to play now.
Wonderful. Go ahead, dear.
All right, let's see what Erilynn does. The two girls swap places with me. The two girls swap places with Mina and now the two girls swap places with Mina now taking a seat and Erilynn standing next to the board. She pulls a card and then grins.
This is an easy one.
Oh no. Picking up the marker, she begins to draw. Uncle Hajime, true to his strategy, throws out guesses immediately.
Sun, sunny day, rain, hail.
Oh, is it the weather? Or climate change?
Erilynn shakes her head. She continues to draw. When she steps back, the board has a sun, snow, leaves, flowers, and a stake. What? What? Uncle Hajime and Deviko look at the board, both falling completely silent. Even Denna is quiet. She cocks her head to the side as if confused. Erilynn glances around.
Surely those can't be all of the guesses.
Maybe Four Seasons buffet?
I'm sorry, dear. I'm not sure I have another guess.
Like, Four Seasons is a fancy restaurant, right?
Yeah, this is looking a little too abstract for me to think of something.
Erilynn glances at me. Seasonal produce? I tried to think through critically. The different weather, those are probably seasons since it wasn't the climate. And steak is a food. Different food grows during different seasons, so is it seasonal produce?
No.
I deflated Erilynn's quick rejection.
Although that is not a terrible guess.
I'll take that as a win. Erilynn faces Mina.
Mina, why don't you tell everyone what this
Uh-oh.
is?
She studies the drawing and then bursts out laughing.
Oh my gosh, it's seasoning.
Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh.
Exactly.
Gosh darn it. Oh, that's clever. Ah. What? And Deviko blinks and then grins.
Oh, I see. Seasons, seasoning, very clever.
Yes, hard to guess, but clever.
Why didn't you just salt and pepper shakers? Erilynn stares at me as if I just insulted her very being. Mina just sighs.
You're so hopeless.
Thank you, Mina. Of course you would be the one who understands me.
Ouch.
Definitely. You and I are one and the same.
I couldn't agree more. It takes a certain level of sophistication, beauty, and poise to recognize good art.
Mina looks at Erilynn with wide eyes, a cheery grin on her face.
Aww. Do you really think I'm all of those things?
Absolutely. In fact, I'd go so far as to say you have all the qualities of being a Velden yourself.
Uh-oh, parrots!
Velden?
Sweden! She said Sweden, Dad. What are you hearing?
What a strange word to mistake for Sweden, dear.
Uncle Hajime laughs.
I guess my hearing isn't what it used to be.
Mina then breaks into the biggest smile and pulls Erilynn to a hug.
But going back, that's the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me. Thanks, Erilynn.
Aww. Erilynn returns her hug with a smile. I have no idea what's going on here, or how beauty and poise are even irrelevant to a guessing game. Anyway, moving on. We played till everyone's had a turn to draw. Uncle Hajime and Aunt Deviko both draw flawless interpretations that were easy to guess. My attempts was okay. Mina guessed mine right away. She's admittedly pretty good at this game. I'm not sure who won, but either way, it was a lot of fun. No one won. Everyone won. We all had fun. We rotate through all the games. Aunt Deviko planned for us. Erilynn and Mina were the force to be reckoned with. When they teamed up, they won nearly every game. Who knew they'd be the dream team? Finally, after lots of laughs, our celebration slowly comes to an end.
I'm glad we were all able to be here and spend the day together.
Me too. I can't remember the last time I laughed this hard.
Yeah, it's been a while since we did a family activity.
It has, hasn't it? We're always so busy that it's nice to have a day to remind us of the important things. Making time for friends and family.
Oh yeah, I hope Kira had an okay day.
I hope you had a nice time, Erilynn. I know most of these games were new to you.
Yes, thank you for inviting me. The games were very enjoyable.
We'll have to do this again, but for now, Emiko and I need to go to the bakery.
Aw, I guess it would make sense. I probably would be pretty busy on a day like this. Oh, I thought we were closed for family day. They blinked at each other. Uncle Hajime forced a laugh.
Aha, very perceptive we are, but,
Hey.
There's a huge order that needs to be taken care of immediately. Right, Hajime?
Sus.
Huge, you say?
Oh gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Emiko grins mysteriously as Uncle Hajime's face lights up. Just why? I'm not going to pry any further. It's none of my business, nor do I want to know. Okay. Aunt Emiko smiles as she and Uncle Hajime get to their feet.
You kids enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you again tonight.
After we put all the games away and tidy up the room, my aunt and uncle hurry out of the house. We pause, catching our breaths. Mina pulls out her phone and fiddles with it, and I notice she's constantly checks the door. That's kind of weird.
Planning on going somewhere, Mina?
Nope, not at all.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then why do you keep looking at the door? Her phone beeps with a message, and a blush rushes to her face.
Oh, well, actually, I'm going to go visit the Nakaharas.
Ooh, spicy! So, Kosei.
Yeah, no, Risa. Risa Nakahara. Okay, see you later, bye!
Her face is bright red. She hurries away before I can make a comment. Risa, indeed. Erilynn and I blink at each other.
She made a dashed escape at the first opportunity.
No kidding. With a shrug, Erilynn scoops Den into her arms and snuggles her affectionately.
Anyhow, my little princess and I are going to go spend some quality time together.
The pup licks her face and wags her tail before opening her mouth into a wide yawn. She blinks at Erilynn as if she's surprised by her own sleepiness. Erilynn giggles, snuggling Denna closer.
Well, at least until she falls asleep.
Alright, I'll see you later. The two of them head upstairs, leaving me alone. Aww. I told Kira I'd let her know when I'm free. Now seems like a good time to do so. Pulling out my phone, I dial her number. She picks up after a couple of rings.
Hello?
Hey, Kira. She giggles.
Hi.
I swapped. Jeez, that delivery was great. Oh, the voice actress. Good job. I smile. Then I realize she can't see it. Oh, my family day activities are all done. I'm free for the rest of the day.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Do you still want to hang out?
Yes.
Whoa. Oh, okay. She pauses. I can imagine a blush spreading across her face.
Yes, that'd be nice.
Cool. What do you want to do?
You can decide.
I should have prepared for this. I look around the room hoping to inspire some ideas. Magazine on the table has a picture of a golfer. What about golf?
Oh.
She sounds surprised. We don't have to do that if you don't want to.
No, it's just... It might be too late for golf, but maybe mini golf?
I knew I liked her! Sure, that sounds way more fun anyway.
Okay, I'll meet you there.
All right, see you soon. Man, I'm so awkward. I love it. We say goodbye and hang up. Immediately, I rush to my room and freshen up and change into something more presentable. Even though we're only going mini golfing, this will be my first official date with Kira, and I want to make a good impression. Once I'm ready, I head over to the mini golf course. It's a quick walk from a clear sunny day. The course is right next to the ball. It's easy to find. Literally, we've had nothing but sunny days. Have you noticed that the weather has been impeccable this entire time? Come on, get some rain or something. Ooh. Oh, this is a boring mini golf. Well, okay, I can't judge too harshly, but the best mini golfs are the ones that are like all full of contraptions and weird things. Like, that's the stuff that's great. This will still be fun, but like, you want to have a crazy adventure when you go mini golfing. It's part of what makes it the best. Kira waits for me by the entrance. She tucks a lock of hair behind her ear and smiles in greeting.
Hi.
Hi. Hey, I hope you weren't waiting long. She shakes her head.
I just got here.
Her cheeks darken in a blush.
You look nice.
Oh, thank you. You look nice too. I'm glad she noticed. Thanks. So do you. Well, you always look nice.
Thanks.
Oh, cheesiness. Let's get going before we die. We go inside and rent our putters and golf balls, then we head to the first course. It's an easy straight shot up a small hill. The hole's directly behind the hill, so with the right aim, we could get a hole in one. Kira fidgets with the putter in her hand, trying to get comfortable.
You can go first.
All right. I get into position, notice Kira watching me intensely. Have you never done this before? Show up? Nah, just be normal. I'm wondering if she's trying to like observe how we're supposed to do it. Focus on my ball. After lining up my shot, I gauge the distance, use just enough strength to make contact. The ball glides across the green, sliding over the hill before dropping right into the hole. I light up in excitement. Oh hey, a hole in one! Kira's eyes widen like saucers.
Wow, you hit it perfectly.
Thanks, but it's a simple course. I bet you'll get it in one shot too.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think this is new to her. Does it usually take you a few tries?
I don't know. I've never played mini golf before.
That's what I thought. Wait, really? Then why did you suggest it?
Well, I remembered that there are many golf scenes in those romantic comedy movies. It seemed like a good choice for a date.
Oh! It's always good to know that she thinks it's a date too, but of course she does. I grin. Then it must be true. Who am I to argue with rom-coms? They are the masters of the dates. Kira steps up to the green and drops her ball. Lining up her sight, she takes a few practice swings before swinging as hard as she can and completely misses the ball. She blinks.
That's not at all what happened in the videos.
What videos?
I watched a couple of putting tutorials.
Oh, wow. Man, she really went for it. I smile, holding back my chuckle. Why am I not surprised? Only Kira would prepare for a date. It's okay. Try again. She tries once more and clips the edge of the ball, rolls a few inches, and stops. Oh, come on. Come on. You know what you gotta do. You gotta go. You gotta help. You get the hands in the position, and you help. Oh, yeah, I know where this is going. Her brow curves together as frustration sets in. She tries again and again until she swings hard and connects with the ball. For a moment, her face lights up with excitement as she watches it soar. It launches across the green, flying way past our target. Kira's lips come together in a small pout.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The videos made it seem so easy.
She seems to be really struggling. I should help her out. This I want to do. It's in the option that's normally really creepy. But I think this is the one too. Maybe she just needs to watch someone do it again. No, that's not what I wanted. Shoot. Can I go back? Nope. Okay. We'll be right back. I'm altering the course of time and space. I know what I wanted to do, and I clicked the wrong one, so give me a second. We'll be right back. Okay, so proper. I mean, it just feels like it's the right thing to do. As she sets up her shot, I position myself behind her and wrap my arms over her hands.
Oh.
She gasps at my touch, but doesn't pull away. Just relax. If you keep yourself loose, it's easier to move and hit the ball. She eases into my arms, allowing me to move her swing. Oh yeah! Back and forth, just like that. Her hips press against me with a twist, much to my delight. Now I understand why all those rom-coms use mini-golf as a first date. Thank you, TV producers, for giving me this wondrous opportunity. I tried to focus too much on her delicate softness. I don't want to give away my pure happiness of being in this position. Kira's face is bright red.
I think I have the hang of it now.
Maybe we should practice like this a few more times just to be certain. Oh, see, that's the creepiness. Her blush deepens, but she doesn't argue. Sweet. I finish instructing her and step back. Kira sets up to try again. She's deliberate in her motions, and I can tell she's running everything through her head. As she lines up the shot, she swings. Hold my breath, anticipation, as I watch the ball arc neatly up the hill. Kira bites her lip, the only indication of her nerves. Slowly, the ball dips down the other side of the hill, drops squarely into the hole. Yes! She gasps.
It went in.
Her eyes widen as the words sink in.
It went in.
Yes! Before I realize what's happening, Kira throws her arms around me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Suddenly, she tenses as she's just realizing what she's done.
I'm sorry.
She tries to pull away, but I circle my arms around her, drawing her back in. As she leans in, our eyes meet, and I grin as a small smile lights her face and she melts into me. Slowly, gently, our lips touch in a tingle of electricity. She tastes so sweet and soft, her body pressed up against me, sweating a warmth that blooms from my chest. So sweet. Reluctantly, we pull away. If that's what happens when you make a hole-in-one, then I hope you make it every time. Kira smiles and looks down, a soft blush dusting her cheeks.
I may have been a little overexcited.
No, you were... I think that was perfectly reasonable excitement. I'd say that was the perfect amount of excitement. Gosh darn it, I promise I didn't write this game. She giggles, slowly untangling herself from me.
Let's see if I can do it again.
Yeah, we play through the rest of the course. Kira gets better and better with each round and ultimately wins the game. I don't mind though, because the better Kira does, the more chances I get to be rewarded. When we're done, we return to our rented items and exit the course. Mini golf is a great date idea. Thanks for inviting me, Kira. She smiles.
I'm really happy you called earlier. Thanks for spending family day with me.
Of course. I'm glad I got to.
It's starting to get late though. I should head back now.
Me too.
I just have to do one last thing.
Oh? Oh?
It's what they do in all the rom-com movies.
Oh. She tucks a lock of hair behind her ear. Then she steps up on her toes and plants a gentle kiss on my lips. I'm starting to understand why. She giggles. After saying goodbye, she turns away and starts to head home. My heart feels light and airy. I feel like I could fly away. As I walk home, my mind replays the events of today's date, and I can't help but help the goofy smile on my face. I can't wait to see Kira again. What a delicious feast. I'm such a sucker for rom-coms. Like, they're some of my favorite series to watch, and especially anime. Like, I don't know why. Like, I think a lot of rom-com movies just kind of they tend to wear on me after a while. But for some reason, even though the anime ones, like, they're full of all the same tropes and all the same kinds of like humor and situations, and they're horrifically predictable, I eat it up. It's just so fun. This is so nice to have a series. It's just so fluffy. When I reach the house, I kick off my shoes and head to my room. After relaxing for the evening, it soon becomes late. I get changed and then go to bed. A short while later, I fall into a peaceful and happy sleep. That was fun. I needed that. I yawn as I blink my eyes open. The long weekend is finally over and it's back to school again today. After throwing off my blankets, I roll out of bed and get ready for the day. When I go downstairs, the kitchen's empty. Girls must have already left. Grab a roll and shove it in my mouth as I gather the rest of my stuff. Once I'm done eating, I sling my bag over my shoulder and head out of the house. The cold air makes me shiver. Although the sun is still deceptively bright, I'm grateful to have had my last few days of warmth before the cold set in. It's actually what, like, real life around here has been like all of a sudden. We finally, like, are dipping out of summer and heading towards fall weather, which I love. I love the fall. It's my favorite season, so very happy about that personally. Soon as I pass through the school gates and cut across the courtyard, I spot a head of dark hair and smile to see Kira standing beside a tree. Hey.
Hi.
Were you waiting for me? She nods, blushing slightly.
I hope you don't mind.
You kidding me? Freaking best day ever! My grin broadens. Of course not. Together, we walk into the building and find our classroom. Then we take our seats next to Erilynn. I blink. That's strange. Where's Mina? Erilynn looks equally confused.
She left before the both of us this morning.
What are she and Kosei up to, man?
Maybe she's still with her club?
I glance around the classroom and notice a few other swimmers already in their seats. I don't think so. Looks like her club's already over and the class is going to start soon.
Kosei isn't here either.
Yes, but he's always late.
Yeah, but this late? That's cutting it pretty close, even for him. Wait a minute. Did she come home last night? Oh my gosh! Erilynn smirks.
They must be having so much fun together that they've forgotten the time.
Fun. Before I could reply, Mina and Kosei burst through the doors and hurry to their desks. They plop in their seats, panting hard as if they've been running. I catch Erilynn's gaze as she raises an amused brow. Kira remains silent and tries to hide her giggle with her hand.
Oh my gosh, has class started yet?
Oh, you're here!
Not yet.
Kosei slumps into his desk.
Can't breathe. So tired.
And where were you two?
We weren't together.
Okay, well, that's not what I asked. Mina's ears turned bright red.
Oh, right. I was at my club.
Yeah, I was at my club too.
Oh gosh. You guys, just be honest! The romance club? I don't know. They're obviously really embarrassed. I don't want to poke it too much. But I'm gonna poke holes in it though. I glance around the classroom again, then look back at Mina. Didn't your club practice already end? Your teammates are already in class.
Yeah, but I had to stay late to practice. And then I was having so much fun that I lost track of time.
Of course you were.
Kosei grins broadly at the statement while Mina blushes. Oh, man! How would you know that, Kosei?
No reason.
Not suspicious at all. They look guilty, but are luckily interrupted by Misato entering the classroom.
Oh, thank goodness.
I hear Mina mutter under her breath as our teacher stands at the front of the room.
Good morning, class. I hope everyone had a wonderful holiday with your families.
It's so
and
stupid.
I hope that you're now ready to return to the lesson.
There's a mixture of responses from the room. Misato chuckles as she opens her textbook.
Well, you all sound well rested at least. Let's get started then. Please turn to page 78.
As we all crack open our books, Misato begins the lesson. I try my best to focus as we go through all the material, but by the time the lunch bell rings, I'm grateful to have a break. That was a lot of stuff that we learned. Those two. Oh gosh. I have a feeling they're not going to actually talk about it until we, like, catch them in the act. The classroom breaks into chatter as everyone gathers with their friends and pulls out their lunches. It's feeling kind of crowded in here, isn't it? It's getting loud and hard to see.
Yeah, a little bit. Want to eat in the courtyard? It's not that cold out.
Sure. The girls nod. We all grab our lunches and leave the classroom. When we reach the courtyard, we find a nice, grassy, and secluded spot to settle down. As I sit down, Kira sits beside me and unpacks her lunch. She struggles to open the jar, so with a gentle chuckle, I reach over and help her. The lid easily pops open as soon as I turn it, and Kira accepts the jar with a smile. Kosei looks back and forth between us. What? What? Bro, you gonna say something about this? You have no shade to throw!
You two seem extra comfortable with each other today. Did something happen while you were alone at the beach house?
No, of course not, Kosei. He waggles his eyebrows suggestively. I wish I could do that. I can't do that. Like the people, like, cause I imagine it's that woo, like where you could like independently wiggle them up and down. I can't do that. I think I've tried, cause my dad could do it really well, and I can't do it. Wearing a joking grin. Huh? Where'd that come from?
I mean, you didn't even ask Kira if she needed help. She seemed totally unfazed by it.
Oh. Seems like the cat's out of the bag anyway, so we might as well tell everyone what's going on. I glance at Kira and she nods. Actually, yeah, Kira and I are together now. Mina sits up, nearly spitting out her drink.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. She looks at Kira for confirmation. With a smile, Kira nods.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting!
I mean, yeah. Wait, don't you have something to share?
I knew it! Dude, that's amazing!
Erilynn smiles.
Congratulations to you both.
Thank you, Erilynn.
Thanks, guys. Mina scoots closer and lightly hits my arm.
I can't believe you got a girlfriend and didn't even tell me!
I just did! There just wasn't a good time for it. First we had to celebrate family day, then you ran off right afterwards. Mina blushes and scrambles back to her spot.
Oh, right.
No shade! Kosei slings an arm around me.
So, my dude, how's it feel to be a taken man?
I don't know. Why don't you ask yourself? Wouldn't change it for the world. Feel complete. Like I found my missing puzzle piece. Oh, it's so cheesy! Ugh. Honestly, it feels perfect. Couldn't be happier. Kosei breaks into a huge grin.
Look at you, you big softy. This isn't even the half of it.
Oh yeah? How do you know? He freezes.
It's just common knowledge.
Right. Is it? I've never heard that before. Have you guys? I turn to the girls. Kira and Erilynn shake their heads.
Nope.
Neither have I.
I have! Yep, definitely. It's totally a thing.
Huh. I'm very curious that the only two people who have heard this are the very same two people who mysteriously keep disappearing together. Mina and Kosei share an awkward look. Finally, Kosei sighs. Yes!
All right. My man here's already figured it out. But Mina and I are in a relationship too.
I mean, and like, if that's really all you've been trying to hide, like, that's kind of depressing. Erilynn and Kira both smile. We know.
Finally, the charade can end.
We're happy for you.
Kosei and Mina blink.
And it seems like you guys figured it out too.
Figured it out like months ago.
What? How did you already know?
Well, you weren't exactly being subtle.
Then how come you didn't say anything?
Because you were trying so
We
hard.
were waiting for you to tell us.
Yes, and now that you have, we can tell you that we're excited for you both.
Really?
Of course.
Mina sighs deeply.
That makes me feel so much better.
Finally, Fetch. Why were you two so nervous to tell us anyway?
I don't know. We didn't want to make things weird or make you guys feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, we've got a good dynamic here. And we didn't want to jeopardize that.
I can get that. I truly can.
But now I see that we were being really silly and we had nothing to worry about.
Kind of feel sorry though. Like, it feels like no matter what path you go down at this point in the storyline, there's just somebody who's just kind of like the fifth wheel, effectively. Aw, that's sad.
Well, it was really you being silly because I knew they wouldn't care all along.
You shut your face. Mina glares at Kosei.
It was your idea to keep it a secret.
No, you said it was better to wait, and I went along to keep you happy.
That's not true.
And Nothing has changed. As the two of them bicker back and forth, I smile. Those two have a special kind of relationship. A slightly dysfunctional one. Kind of reminds me of like Ron and Hermione. I do not understand why they're together. I'm glad they found happiness together, but it's nice to know that some things will never change. Eventually, they calm down and laugh it off. We continue to eat and chat until the lunch period is over. Then we clean up and hurry back to the classroom to resume our lessons. The rest of our lessons go by smoothly. We finish up classes, and soon enough, the school day is over. As the bell rings, the class is abuzz with movement while everyone packs up their things. Well, now that's done, and we can kind of move forward. I'm guessing something else is going to happen, or we just get a date forever, which, I mean, I have no complaints about that. Got some free time before my shift at the bakery this evening. I catch Kira. She places a notebook in her bag. I like how it doesn't even give me a choice now. It's just like, you're going to spend time with Kira. We know you. Hey, want to hang out today? She nods.
I have a quick meeting with the president of the art club right now, but I'll be free afterwards.
Sounds good. Feel like doing anything particular? She shakes her head.
I'm happy to do whatever.
I grin. All right, I'll think about it and let you know. She smiles and heads out. I don't see Erilynn or Mina. They must both be busy. Strolling my bag, I hurry out of the classroom and begin to walk home alone. The entire time, my mind's lost in thought. What sort of date should I plan for Kira? When I reach my house, I kick off my shoes and hurry to my room. What would Kira do in a situation like this? Research? Romcom! I know, when in doubt, turn to romantic comedies. I scan through a couple films until I find the perfect date, a picnic. With my mind made up, I rush downstairs and make preparations. I throw together a couple sandwiches, cut up some fresh fruit for us, and I box them up in a pretty packaging. Afterwards, I grin at my handiwork. Everything looks great. My phone buzzes and I receive a text from Kira stating that she's done. Perfect timing. I text her back to meet at the park and to bring her appetite. She agrees. After getting ready, I carefully pack up the food and grab a blanket, then I leave the house. Hope you brought something to drink, man. It's a quick walk to the park and I arrive at the same time as Kira. She offers me a smile. This park, man. I already spent a lot of time at this park in Ace Academy.
Hi.
Hey, glad you could make it. We find a spot and sit down. I spread out the blanket and carefully lay out the food.
You packed a picnic for us?
Yeah, I wanted to do something special for you. She grins.
That's very romantic. Did you make everything yourself?
Yes. Well, maybe not the bread. Yeah, I hope you like it. I pass her the box with food. Her eyes widen at the packaging.
Wow, it looks so fancy.
So what happens when you work at a bakery. You know how to prepare food. Gently, she opens the box and pauses.
Oh.
Uh-oh. I look inside. The sandwich got kind of smushed from the filling spilling out the sides. The fruit's also roughly chopped, some huge and some really small. It's gourmet. I'm sorry. My heart sinks and my cheeks heat up in embarrassment. Sorry. I'm not exactly the best cook. You don't have to eat it if you don't want to. I'm about to take it away from her when Kira pulls the box out of my reach.
I want to.
Aw. I unwrap my sandwich and take a bite. Then I let out a sigh of relief. At least it tastes good. That's what's important. Kira takes a dainty bite of her sandwich and grins. Is it good? She nods.
It's the best I've ever had.
Oh, okay, now you're going, that's too much. I blink. It's good, but it's not that good. Thanks, but you don't have to say that just to spare my feelings. She shakes her head.
I mean it. It's amazing.
Aw.
Not just because of the taste, but because you made it for me.
Aw. It's cute. I just smacked my microphone. Too much. It's lovely. I love it. Thank you. Thank you, Kira. You're amazing. My heart warms as Kira takes another bite. I've got something else that's just for you. She blinks. Gently, I peck her on the cheek. She smiles, her face dusting pink, then she kisses me back.
It was too good not to share.
Aww. I wrap my arms around Kira and I'm about to pull her close when someone shouts at us.
Perfect!
Oh, fetch. What? Huh? What's going on? Kira and I jump apart. We see a man in a sweatshirt and a paint-splattered frock. A paintbrush is tucked behind his ear, sticking out of his brown hair. He looks at us with bright blue eyes and grins broadly.
Don't move!
Okay. Who are you? He sets up his painting as he speaks.
My name is Ivar Berkman, and I have finally found my inspiration.
Oh, man.
The perfect contrast of essence. Please, allow me the honor to immortalize this moment upon the canvas.
You want to paint us? He nods and squints, holding out his fingers as if capturing a picture. We're kind of in the middle of something, but Kira does like art. I glance at her. What do you think? She nods.
I'm curious to see what he'd paint.
Okay, then.
Excellent! Now please, hold still.
Kira and I remain motionless as Ivar's brush flies across the canvas. I try not to shift under his piercing gaze. That would be weird. Like, it'd be kind of interesting, but it'd be strange, especially to like happen like out of the blue. Ivar, like, who is this supposed to be representing? I don't know. I'm not sure if I know enough about the art world. Like, I'm sure it's making a reference to a specific person. The way that he confidently moves the brush encourages me. This guy looks like he knows what he's doing, so I'm looking forward to seeing how the painting turns out. I sneak a glance at Kira. If she feels excited about the painting, she doesn't show it. Eventually, Ivar steps back, smiling from ear to ear.
Wonderful! Just a true masterpiece! I've outdone myself
What
yet again.
did he? My guess is that he either painted like our sandwiches, like the lunch, not us, or he painted just Kira.
Is it complete?
Yes, yes! Behold!
Oh boy. He flips the painting around, revealing a beautiful, realistic portrait of Kira. He pointed her in a soft light, enhancing the delicateness of her features and enshrouding her with a gentle glow. She looks ethereal and angelic. Kira lets out a soft gasp.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
Of course it is. I demand perfection.
Feeling excited, I shift closer to see what my portrait looks like. My smile drops immediately. Whereas Kira is beautiful, he drew me as some kind of dark goblin creature. It was me, but with all my imperfections exaggerated and highlighted. Oi! What the heck, man? That's not what I look like. He looks at the painting and then looks back at me.
On the contrary, I captured your inner essence perfectly.
My blood is boiling. My hand balls into fists. Ivar laughs and quickly scampers away before I can respond. Not cool! Suddenly, Kira is in my arms. She presses her body against me, resting her head on my chest.
I still think it's beautiful.
Aww. Alright, can't be angry! Yo, shoo! How? I look like a monster. She shakes her head.
Beauty is subjective.
That's a lot easier to say when you're depicted as gorgeous.
It's the balance between light and dark. Each side has their own strengths and weaknesses, but neither can exist without the other. Without you or without me, this picture would be incomplete.
Did he leave us with the picture? Aw. Gently, Kira lifts her head and looks up at me.
Through his own lens, Ivar saw that we belonged together.
Aww. I would never ever say that. Good freaking grief. I like that interpretation. You take it, we'll take it, man. I pause, mulling over Kira's words. You know what? I like that interpretation a lot more than my own. It's a good thing I have you here to give me some perspective. She smiles softly.
The light balancing the dark.
Yeah, exactly. I see it now. Somehow, Kira's gentle warmth cools down my anger. I take a deep breath and let go of all my negativity. Once I seem calmer, she slowly pulls away and glances back at the painting.
Beyond all of the symbolism, do you know what I see?
I blink as she glances at me, studying my face. Then she smiles.
A good boyfriend.
Oh, it's another blow! I match her smile and kiss her gently. We enjoy the rest of our picnic without any more interruptions. At some point, that Ivar guy must have collected his things as it's nowhere to be seen. Good riddance. Hand in hand, we exit the park. I walk Kira back home, enjoying just being close to her. She turns to me when we reach her house.
I had a really nice time.
Yeah, me too. I always have a good time with you.
Me too.
Aw, she blinks and blushes.
I mean, with you.
I chuckle. I know.
I'll see you tomorrow then?
Absolutely, yep. Kira quickly kisses me goodbye before returning to her house. With the thought of Kira on my mind, I walk home in a happy daze. By the time I reach the house, I've forgotten all about my painting incident. Once I'm home, I kick off my shoes and go to my room. Yeah. I could do this all day. I decided to get a head start on my homework while it's still quiet in the house. Ugh, don't remind me of my normal, terrible life. It's not terrible. I'm just like, this week in particular, I don't know why, but I'm just drowning in homework. My concentration is strong, and I finish everything up just in time for my shift to the bakery. Shutting my books, I get ready to go. As I head downstairs, I spot Erilynn gathering her things. Mina isn't scheduled to work today, so it'll be just the two of us along with my aunt and uncle. Ready to go? Erilynn nods. We slip on our shoes and exit the house. There's a slight chill in the air, but otherwise the walk is pleasant. Erilynn shudders from the breeze. Soon we arrive. Aunt Emiko greets us behind the counter.
Oh, good. You two made it.
She places the last couple of items on the shelf. There are a few customers seated at the tables, quietly sipping their drinks and enjoying their pastries.
Now that you're here, I'll go back and help Hajime in the kitchen.
Is this help or help? Okay, we've got it from here.
Yes, leave it to us.
Aw, she's cute. Aunt Emiko smiles before slipping into the kitchen. Erilynn takes her place behind the counter and assists the customers in line. As they leave, I wipe down the tables and tidy up the space. The brief repose we had is quickly replaced with a busy streak. We're kept on our toes, filling customer requests, all while keeping a smile on our faces. Once it settles down, Erilynn and I lean on the counter and take a breather. An elderly man sits at a table holding a coffee with unsteady hands, and a young girl browses the stacks of bread. Otherwise, the store is momentarily empty. The emptiness doesn't last long. The bell dings above the door, announcing a familiar face. Hey, Daisuke.
Hello.
Hey!
He walks up to us with a smile. I didn't expect to see you here.
I ran into Mina at school. She said you two were working, so I thought I'd stop by.
He looks around.
I'm sorry I haven't come by sooner. Everything here looks delicious.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty nice to see you. Oh, no. Offer recommendations. Thanks. You can't go wrong with anything here, but if you like recommendations, I'll happily share some of my customer favorites.
I might take you up on that. So, did you have a good holiday?
Yeah, it was fun.
The beach was beautiful.
Glad to hear it.
How did your investigation go?
Well...
Before he can answer, a little girl hesitantly approaches the counter, holding 2 loaves of bread in her hands.
Hello.
I'll let you get back to work. We can talk in a bit.
Daisuke wanders the shelves while Erilynn flashes the girl a warm smile. She motions for her to come forward.
Hi there. Are you ready to check out?
Yeah.
She grins broadly and nods, bouncing the bright pink bow in her hair. She stands on her toes to reach the counter.
These are excellent choices. I like both of those breads.
Me too. Well, Mommy likes that one,
She points to the plain loaf of milk bread.
but I like this one.
Grinning sheepishly, she points to the rich custard bread. Erilynn winks.
I like that one more too.
As she rings her up, the girl carefully counts out the coins in her hand.
Thank you.
Erilynn checks the money and furrows her brow.
Oops. It seems you're just a little short on change.
But that's all that Mommy gave me.
You don't have another coin?
She sadly shakes her head and looks down. Then she reluctantly points to the custard bread.
If I put this one back, then will it be enough?
Erilynn nods. The girl's face pinches into a crestfallen pout as she looks between the bread she needs and the one she wants.
Okay, then I will just buy the big bread.
Oh, fetch.
Mommy will be sad if I don't.
Oh! My heart yearns for her as she reaches for the second pastry, but Erilynn stops her. She flashes her a bright grin.
Lucky for you, you're our 100th customer, which means you win a free bread.
The girl's eyes widen and hope fills her voice.
Wow, really? Can it be any bread?
Uh-oh. Wait, careful.
Yep, any bread you
Uh-oh.
want. Do you want the custard bread?
The girl flashes Erilynn a toothy grin.
Yes, please.
Erilynn finishes up the transaction and hands the girl her purchase. She's all smiles as she eagerly grabs it.
Thank you. Just wait until I tell Mommy.
After she runs off, I catch Erilynn grinning after her. She finishes out a few coins from her tip jar and uses it to balance the till. Freaking awesome. That was a really nice thing you did. That was a really nice of you to do. I bet it means a lot to the kid.
I'm not sure I know what you mean. She just happened to benefit from one of our promotions.
Uh-huh. I know that we don't have a 100th customer promotion. Erilynn made all that stuff up just to help out the little girl without her realizing it. Uh-huh. Promotion that didn't exist until a moment ago? She grins. Our conversation is interrupted by a sharp shattering sound. The old man who was sitting at the table reaches for his cane and struggles to stand to his feet. His face is lined with distress. Broken porcelain and brown coffee litters the floor. Aunt Emiko pokes her head out of the kitchen, but I assure her that everything's okay. I jump into action, look for the broom and bin. Erilynn normally shies away from some of the messier duties, but to my surprise, she's already beside the elderly gentleman.
Are you hurt at all?
I'm fine.
His face reddens with embarrassment as he takes in the damage.
I'm so sorry, miss. These clumsy fingers just aren't what they used to be. I didn't mean to make a mess.
Dang. Erilynn, first of all, existential dread moment of getting old. We're all gonna die eventually, and we're all gonna be old and not gonna be able to do what we want to do. It's very depressing and heart-rending, but also, Erilynn's really stepping up. Holy cow.
Please don't worry about that. Would you like another coffee?
No. I think I've had enough.
Erilynn picks up some of the larger shards until I bring the broom. Together we soothe the old man and clean up the mess. He's very apologetic and clearly flustered. Erilynn remains patient through the whole ordeal. She allows him to lean on her when he's ready to leave. I'm impressed by how smoothly she handled both situations today. She's very different from when she first started working here and has grown for the better. After everything settles down, Daisuke comes up to the counter carrying a loaf of bread.
Is it always so exciting around here?
No. You must have caught us on a good day.
It seems like it.
Sorry you weren't interrupted earlier.
Yes. What were you saying about your investigation?
Oh, it's no problem. I'm still working on the investigation, but I think we're about to have a breakthrough.
Oh?
She raises a brow, clearly intrigued. I'm curious too, after so many dead ends. This is major news.
How can you be sure? What did you find?
It's just a feeling based on my observations, but I don't have any concrete answers to share yet.
I see.
Erilynn can't hide her confusion, and neither can I. He must have learned something if he feels so close to a breakthrough, but if that's the case, then why is there nothing he can share?
I better get going, but I couldn't go without at least trying something from here.
Thanks, man. Hope you enjoy it. We ring up his purchase and hand it to him in a little bag. As Daisuke reaches the door, he looks back at us.
I promise, we'll talk again really soon.
Then he disappears out of the bakery. Once he's out of sight, Erilynn sighs heavily.
What a strange encounter.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what that was about either. Yeah, did Daisuke really come all this way just to tell us he might have more information to tell us later?
That is the impression that I got.
Something must have changed his mind. I wonder if he originally had more to say, but something changed his mind.
What would change his mind?
Maybe seeing how well you were adjusting? I don't know, but it seems like he might have gotten the information he needed while he was here.
Supposing that's true, then why not share it with us?
I shake my head. I have no idea. I guess we have no choice but to wait till Daisuke's ready to tell us whatever he wants to tell us. Like I said, I think it was him watching her interact with people. Maybe he doesn't want to, like, if he has bad news, maybe he doesn't want to, like, ruin it for her. Or maybe he was worried that she's having so much fun, like, maybe he knows, like, how to get back, but it's like a one-way trip, you know? And maybe he's, like, trying to decide how best to explain it to her, because, like, he's worried that she's having too much fun.
If I must wait, then I at least hope we aren't waiting long.
Same here. The rest of our shift is much quieter and passes without any more hiccups. Erilynn and I close up and head back to the house. The night air is much cooler now the sun is set, and the chill in the air hurries our footsteps. Once we're home, Erilynn returns to her room and I return to mine. I wonder what it's like if you're dating her at this point. With my homework out of the way, I relax for the remainder of the evening. When my eyes begin to droop, I get ready for bed and slip under the covers. As soon as my head hits the pillow, I'm fast asleep. Troubling indeed. Alright, I think we're definitely going to end here for now, but maybe we're going to figure out some more in this episode. Like, we've had lots of fun dates, we've had, like, the official, like, getting together with Kira and kind of seeing the after effects of that, and now I think we're launching into the finale, so, heck, there might not be many more episodes of this. I've been kind of saying that for a little bit just because I can feel it drawing towards that point, but now that we're actually getting officially, like, to here, like, we might end up seeing, like, I really need to play through it again and try and get, like, the other endings, but good grief, when am I gonna have time for that? Anyway, thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you so much for joining me. I can even tell I look tired. I feel tired, but I wanted to record this. It really does help my soul, like, being able to record and make YouTube videos still. But I'm definitely feeling some of the pressure, so there might be a spontaneous delays of videos in the future. Hopefully not too bad, but I gotta make sure I get everything. I gotta get all my ducks in a row, make sure everything's, like, going the direction I need it to. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for spending your time here with me and sharing this with me. And thank you especially to the patrons, those of you who are, like, continuing to support me directly and, like, showing your faith and belief that this channel is worth it to you. Thank you so much. And for all of you who are watching to the end of the video, thank you for showing your dedication and sticking around. I appreciate it. Like, you have no idea how much this all means to me, and, like, how every single one of you who watches the videos, like, every single view, every single like, every single comment, it means the world to me. As I've gotten busier, it's becoming harder and harder for me to keep up with, like, the little bits and pieces of the channel, but I appreciate everything you do. So thank you. I appreciate it, and I say that, I've said it like 100 times, but I mean it. Thanks. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had as much fun as I did. And until the next video watching me, I'll see you next. I'll see you there.